Hello. This tutorial will cover how to download and install Prusa Slicer on your computer. We're going to start at the Parish Design Den 3D printing webpage. We'll click on the link for Prusa Slicer. Once we are on the Prusa Slicer webpage, we'll click the link for the Prusa Slicer download. That takes us to prusa3d.com. You'll need to go ahead and click on the orange triangle by the Prusa Mark III S Plus. Those are the printers we have in the Design Den Classroom 4. The center section where it says Drivers and Apps, that's Prusa Slicer. If you have a Windows machine, you can click there to start the download. If you have an Apple or a Mac machine, you can click here. You can see that it's a good size download. It's 416 megabytes. So that will take a couple minutes to download and install. So I will go ahead and pause this video until pause this recording until that's fully downloaded. Okay, we can see that it is finally finished downloading here. So we'll just go ahead, click on that to open it. That'll open up the installer here in just a second. Select that on the center of my screen. Pick English as our language. Go through the setup process. Go ahead and click Next. I've already had it installed, so it says my folder already exists. We'll go ahead and overwrite it. And you can go ahead, right now it's set on the original Prusa Mini. I'm going to make sure that we click this to the Mark III and Mark III S. Okay, so we'll click that second one. It's got the Prusa Slicer, it's got the window drivers, utilities, and then the test objects for the Mark III and Mark III S Plus. And we can go ahead and unclick Prawn Face. We don't need that. Go ahead and click Next. You can click through all of these and click on Install. And we'll go ahead and do its magic. Go ahead and wait till that finishes. It's checking for updates, so we'll just give that a second. Okay, now that that's finished, it comes up with the device driver installation. I've already had it installed, so these are already checked off and good, but make sure that you install all of the drivers. And then go ahead and click Finish. So exit setup. Okay. Now that this is downloaded on your machine, you can go ahead, open Prusa Slicer for the first time. And if it doesn't pop up automatically, you're going to want to come up here where it says Configuration, Configuration Worlds. And go ahead and install this latest configuration update. That's fine. And these are the steps we need to go through to get it installed. This may, since if this is your first time installing, this may pop up automatically since I already had it installed. It did not. Go ahead and click Next. We're going to make sure that we select the right machine. If you didn't uncheck the Mini, then it may be checked. You can just go ahead and uncheck that box. Here at school, we have the Prusa i3, Mark III S, and Mark III S Plus. So we're going to check the box with the 0.4 nozzle. And go on to Next. Click through this until we get all the way to the filament. The filament, all the Prusa mint filaments will be selected. That's fine. I have a couple extra printers because some of the stuff that I do. But you want to scroll down to where it says generic. You can click generic PETG and generic PLA. Those are the two materials that I'll be printing with most commonly in class. I've got extras for extra things that I do. But make sure that you have generic PETG and generic PLA checked. From there, we can click next. And I think that is all we need to do. And you can pick your mode. You can go between simple, advanced, or expert. It's probably good to start out in simple and click finish. And that is how you install, download, and install Prusa Slicer.